Pink Starbursts. It's Jessica Kelly, your premiere with Perfectly Posh. And I wanted to share my brain blast from today. You know, I have them every once in a while, and they tend to be pretty good. So this is my my epiphany that I had earlier today. I was chatting with the vendor event organizer that I'm a part of this weekend, and it is a one-stop shopping extravaganza, uh, bazaar, whatever. There's like 35 of the direct selling vendors, people that own their own businesses, craft people, whatever, that are going to be participating in a local one-stop shopping event this weekend. And the vendor event fee was $25 to $35, if 35 if you registered late, blah blah blah. I registered late, so I paid $35. And I get to thinking, I'm not seeing this being advertised that much, and I want to get my money back. I want to somehow walk out of there with a profit of at least $35 so that my day is not shot. And we got chatting a bit, and this is something that I've heard from a lot of you, that you don't do vendor events because the fee is so high and you sometimes don't sell anything. Sometimes you do, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's great, sometimes it's crickets, and the only people that you get to talk to are the other vendors. And I thought to myself, yes, the other vendors. We all have a customer base. We all have somebody to share the event with. Duh, ding, 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 ding. That's our in. What if, and I discussed this with my vendor event organizer, what if we had a little competition between the vendors? What if we somehow made a competitive situation that was also advertising, was also a way for us to be successful? We don't have to be competition yet. We can be teammates. And then as the event goes on, right? We're supporting each other. We're already making connections because we're sharing our customer base and our networks. So I worked out with my vendor event organizer what we are calling the Share the Wealth Vendor Award. And how this works is fantastic, right? The organizer of this event may know 500 people, maybe, right? She may know 500 people. She may be a part of 10 Facebook groups. She may have only had enough money within the vendor fees to advertise in 2 newspapers, right? Who knows? I don't know her situation, but she is trying all of her avenues to make sure that this event is successful because she's also one of the vendors, right? So I started asking her, are you a member of this group? Are you a member of this group? How about this one? No, no, no. Okay. How about I advertise in those, since I'm already a member of those groups, and I'll do over here and I'll put a flyer here. And I'm like, I'm doing a lot of work and I'm not getting paid for it. So we came up with a little fun competition between the vendors, and it's called the Share the Wealth Vendor Award. And what we have to do is whoever, right? There's a Facebook group for the vendors for this event, and she's posted the flyer. She's asking everybody to share it. Crickets, right? Nobody's helping her, and she doesn't want this to be a dud because she wants to do it again, right? Nobody's going to trust her if nobody comes. So what we're doing is we're having the other vendors take the flyer and post it either on a bulletin board, hand it out at a school, whatever they are going to do to share it. They are going to document each share. Hey, I put it over here. Hey, I did it over here. So they got to take a picture of the bulletin board where they hung it. They got to state where they shared it so that it doesn't get shared there again, and we're just duplicating our efforts. So whoever shares in the place first gets a hash, right? Gets a tick. And whoever shares the event the most in the most original places, right? Because if I share in one group, someone else who may also be a member can't share there and get a tick, right? A little notch in their belt for that one. So Whoever shares the event the most gets their vendor fee back. What a crazy idea. So I'm thinking to myself, what a great way to make every event that I ever go to successful. What if I am always the winner at these vendor events because I share the vendor event the most? I never have to pay a vendor fee again, but I get a prime spot. I get, hey, I remember you from Facebook page, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm giving away this today. Or I have 5% off of this. Or, yep, you're absolutely right. Come on in. It's buy five, get one free today. They don't know it's always buy five, get one free. But that's what I'm telling in the groups, right? I'm advertising this event. Come see me. I'm at this table. I'm perfectly posh. And if you buy from me at the event, I will give you your sixth item free. That's easy advertising. That's super easy. That is what this is about. And if the rest of the 24 vendors do it, think about the networks that we're sharing. Think about the amount of people that are going to know where all of us are because Jane 31 has a completely different customer base than I do. And Susie Pampered Chef has another customer base than Jane 31 and I do. So if we're sharing this in our networks, we will be more successful as a whole, which is what we do, right? You trade business cards, you trade war stories, you do all that stuff. You make connections while you're there. And if you don't, you should. So why not share the wealth and advertise to all of our customer bases, all of the networks, and really promote all the events that we're going to be at? So if you have an event that you want to go to and the registration fee is rather high or out of your budget or whatever, contact the vendor event organizer and say, hey, I have a proposition for you. How about all of your vendors help you with advertising? That's free advertising because we're going to use social media, but they're not in the same networks, right? How about I help you with advertising and in return, we do this share the wealth vendor award, and whoever does it the most gets a free registration, gets their registration fee back. So free registration for the event. That's fantastic. You could win. You could lose. Don't get me wrong, but you could win, and you could have a year of no vendor fees if you get this pattern done. If you get, okay, these are my networks that I'm going to do. I'll do, 15 advertisements, and then you become the person. You become the expert in your area. You become Jane Vendor Events, and everybody wants to work with you specifically because you're the one that's going to help them with advertising. And that help comes free to them. So when they yell out to the world, out to your town, hey, I'm doing a vendor event, I need vendors to sign up, rather than shout to the world, hey, I need stuff, they're going to go, hey, Jessica, I'm going to do a vendor event in November. Are you booked yet? No, not at all. Let me sign up right here. Great. You can do, well, let's do the share the wealth thing again. You're gonna help with advertising, right? Sure, no problem. I'll help with advertising. And then you win and you get your registration fee back. You get your name out there to the public. It's a win, win, win. So for all my starbursts that love doing events or hate doing events, but if you want to start doing them and you don't want to pay the fee, contact me or check out the page because I'm going to post a graphic called Share the Wealth Vendor Award. I'll post a graphic and your vendor event organizer can use that graphic. I'm not right. Share the wealth. Share the graphic. They can use the graphic on the Facebook vendor page for their event, and you guys can just go to town and advertise it. I want everybody to be successful, right? You guys successful makes me successful, makes the town successful. We keep the money in our communities, and that's what is so awesome about businesses like ours. So hit me up, comment below, whatever you need. I'm here to help. I'm so excited for free vendor events.